Good day, grade 10. Once again, I am Ma'am Liza, your teacher in English 10. We are now in lesson 2 of quarter 1. I hope you will all listen to our discussion for this week. Here are our objectives. Explain how the elements specific to a genre contribute to the theme of particular literary selection. Realize that one's selfish decision can affect the life of others, and recognize and form words from mythological characters. So for this week's lesson, I'll be discussing about introduction to Greek mythology. Are you familiar with Greek mythology? When we say myth, it is a traditional story serving to explain some phenomenon, custom, or event. It shows the relations between gods and people. Myths often involve divine, supernatural, and or heroic characters. Myths attempt to explain such things as nature, man, and gods. When we say nature, it pertains about how earth or where did earth come from. Also heavens, seasons, or geography. When we say man, the myths always attempt to explain where did we come from and where do the gods come from. Mythology is the study of myths. It is a group of myths from a single group or culture. Like what we're going to discuss this week is about Greek mythology or mythology from Greece or Greeks. When we say Greek mythology, it is a collection of stories about a set of gods based upon oral tradition, as told and recorded by the ancient Greeks. Mythology was a form of early science to Greeks because it helped explain the unexplainable. Also, Greek mythology existed for hundreds of years before these stories were ever recorded with written works. Greek mythology is fully developed by about 700 BC. Homer and Hesiod are generally considered the earliest Greek poet whose work has survived. Why do you think we need to study mythology? Greek myths are the foundation for the arts as we know them, including movies, television, commercial, products, sports, music, and comic books. A knowledge of Greek mythology enhances a person's ability to understand and appreciate the world as a whole. We all know that Greek mythology is one of the famous literature in the world. So let us meet the Greek Roman gods and goddesses. They are the famous among gods and goddesses. So these are the name of the Greek goddesses and god, and then their counterpart in Roman mythology. So in Greek we call her Aphrodite, but in Roman she is Venus. Apollo, still Apollo. Ares or Mars. Artemis or Diana. Asclepius or Aesculapius. Athena and then Minerva. We have Cronus. In Roman, he is Saturn. Demeter or Ceres. Dionysus or Bacchus. Eros or Cupid. Gaia or Terra. Hades or Dis, or Pluto in Roman, Hephaestus or Vulcan, Hera or Juno. We also have Hermes or Mercury, Persephone or Proserpina in Roman, Poseidon or Neptune, and Zeus in Roman, he is Jupiter. So I hope you are now familiar with gods and goddesses in Greek mythology as well as in Roman mythology. So for this week's activity that you must submit on Wednesday from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. on a one sheet of paper or on your album or portfolio, write or draw a family tree diagram that shows the relationship of Greek gods and goddesses. So I have here an example of a family tree diagram. So this is a family tree diagram from Philippine mythology. So you're going to make one with the gods and goddesses of Greek mythology. Always be reminded to write your name and section on your paper. Thank you, grade 10.